Good afternoon and welcome to another Wednesday webinar. Today's topic is entitled, This is a Disaster. And I, Dr. Ken Stewart, will be your presenter for today. So let's get started. Last year has been a difficult year for us here in California. The state has experienced 12 states of emergencies, including wildfires, mudslides, heavy storms, and earthquakes. For this webinar, we will be reviewing three main events: the Thomas Fire, the atmospheric event, the Campfire, and a checklist to help us prepare for disasters. If you don't remember, the Thomas Fire first occurred early last year and burned nearly 282,000 acres in Santa Barbara and Ventura counties. Before the fire started, a storm dropped more than a half-inch of rain in 5 minutes. Due to the lack of vegetation, because of the burn-off, there was a runoff of rain rather than it being absorbed into the ground. By the rain being absorbed into the ground, it helps to reduce mudslides. But seeing that that wasn't the case, the rain triggered flooding and deadly mudslides. Due to the mudslides, 21 people died and over 150 people were injured. Beginning on March 20th, an atmospheric river event swept through several California counties, prompting evacuation orders for more than 30,000 people. The atmospheric river event caused dangerous flash flooding, erosion, and substantial mud and debris flows, as well as power outages, damages to roads, downed trees, and power lines, as well as interruptions to San Francisco County's water supply. Then you have the Campfire, which was the deadliest and most destructive wildfire in California history. This fire burned over 153,000 acres, destroying nearly 14,000 homes and more than 4,800 other buildings, killing 85 people. So the question is, how do we prepare for these events? What are some things that we can do to help us get through these disasters? We live in California. There's fire, mudslides, even earthquakes. But how do we get through these wildfires? Here are a couple things that we can do. We can build an emergency kit and family communications plan. Once we create those two options, we can let our family know, we can have a plan, and we can communicate with them what are the steps that the family takes in the event that there is a disaster. We can plant fire-resistant shrubs instead of mowing our lawn, or instead of watering our lawn, we can plant fire-resistant shrubs. For example, hardwood trees, they are less flammable than pine, evergreen, eucalyptus, or fir trees. We can make sure that we clean roof and gutters on a consistent basis. We can inspect our chimneys 2 times a year. We can also install a dual sensor smoke alarm on each level of your home. And if there's a fire, you will know right away by the sensor going off. You can learn how to use a fire extinguisher. I know some communities, some complexes have fire extinguishers, so it'd be good for you to learn, and it's fairly easy to learn. You can invest in a long water hose, have it close to your house, in your garage. And lastly, you can clean around your structure, raking leaves, picking up dead limbs and twigs, and also clear out all potential flammable vegetation. So these are some of the steps that you can take in helping prepare you for wildfires, specifically wildfires. Mudslides is another topic, but mudslides are connected to wildfires. This concludes our webinar for this week. Thank you for taking the time to connect with us. We hope you have learned how to prepare in the event of a disaster. Stay tuned for our upcoming webinar and have a good day. Goodbye.